Now across to Collingwood. So bit of action, a lot of surprising action for Collingwood this trade period. So bringing in Lachie Schultz from Fremantle, very good move. I rate Schultz a lot, which I think pushed that shock Jack Ginnivan trade out, and then obviously losing Taylor Adams as well, which is another big shock early in the period.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to be a busy club, and they were kind of the headliners. They couldn't. They just come off that premiership high, and kept themselves in the headlines with these three deals. So the Taylor Adams one was a big shock. Like I kind of mentioned too, it's the week before trade period starts where shit starts to hit the fan. And the Adams one was obviously huge for the Pies. They didn't probably get a heap back in return, but for Adams, probably is still the best 23 player that just didn't feature in the grand final through injury. But an aging player who gets better opportunities at Sydney. Pies fans were quite happy to bid farewell. They're obviously thankful for his time at the club. It wasn't a good to see you go, but they're very appreciative of what he's done at the club and the position he's gotten them to over the last decade. Then there was the Schultz move, which it sounds like the Pies just did really well to get on top of quite quickly. So there was a request coming in Sunday night, and it was known publicly by Monday, and the Pies were the ones right in the front of the queue from the get-go. There was supposed to be interest from Hawthorn earlier this year. There was interest from Hawthorn quite strongly, I think, in 2021, and he admitted he actually almost went to the Hawks before re-signing with the Dockers, but it seemed to just be 1 year deal after 1 year deal off the rookie list and stuff that added to the frustrations, and then he wants to come to Victoria. So Collingwood did fantastically well to get access to Lachie Schultz, who I think a lot of people have mentioned is probably one of the better players that's been picked up this trade period. And then the aftermath of that has seen Jack Ginnivan leave. So funnily enough, goes to Hawthorn, who were keen on Schultz. So that's great deal for the Hawks to get Ginnivan in. He's a 40-goal forward. Certainly can be next year. He's 20 years old. He's young. He's got the potential. There's a few knocks on him here and there, but he's exactly what they wanted after losing Tyler Brockman. And the Pies got that future second-round selection from Hawthorn, which you'd think might be early 20s, probably mid-20s. After there'll be more father-son and academy bidding next year. So and plus North Melbourne's 2 compensation picks, so that's like a mid-20s pick. Collingwood fans will be very happy. They lose Ginnivan, but they had Schultz come through. They lost Adams, but they've got guys like McRae and Ed Allen that are knocking on the door. So they're well set for a premiership defence next year.
Yeah, Ginnivan's going to be one to watch. We'll get into that when we get to Hawthorn. So, let's move across to